Good morning. I hope you guys can hear me. Let me turn my volume up. It has been a long day, and it is only about 9 a.m. here in Texas. But um, just want to tell y'all, like, I'm clearly really, when you realize your worth about things, you can't stay with them. So we had to break up. And I'm kind of sad a little bit because I feel like I put so much into it, and it's just like, oh, you put all your hi Devin, good morning. You put all your strength and all your love and all your time and all your energy and all your everything into your everything, and then you break up. Don't y'all feel like that sometimes? Like you put so much into something and then you just not with it anymore. And it just falters on you. And you just feel like, what did I do wrong? So, I want to talk to y'all today about breaking up with things. How healthy it is sometimes to break up with things, people, situations, your job, and just projects, whatever. So it's me on a Monday, and I always come to y'all about different things just to get your energy started. And today I'm talking about breaking up. Now, you might look at it as a bad thing, like you love this thing, you love this person, you love this situation, you love, well, I ain't gonna say you loved your job, because that I'm kind of like at it right now. That's where I am, and I'm thinking about breaking up with her. So I just have been having a stressful Monday. I got a bad email, and it was just like I just went so hard back on that email, and I never pressed send. Thanks, Ryan. Breaking up with your job is awesome. I bet it is. I'm gonna be like you one day, probably soon. But seriously, I'm gonna be like you one day soon. Really. But I got a stressful email today, and I've been working my ass off. Okay, I usually don't curse, but it's just like my daddy is a sailor. Let's just be honest. Hi, Damaris. But I got a bad email today, and I was so upset about it. I was so mad. Y'all don't even understand how I don't drink coffee, Damaris. I got my own natural high. It make me go to sleep. And my voice might sound a little raspy because I don't know. I'm in my DMX mode on a Monday. But yeah, I might need some tea. I got enough tea. I don't need no tea. But let me just tell y'all about this crazy email that I got. Basically, I've been working my butt off. I might be Remy. Would you quit, Daenerys? She's so funny. Um, Remy Ma. I love her. Shouts out to Remy Ma. She killed a couple folks. I ain't gonna say their names, Nikki. Now she gotta be out there with her boob out to get some attention. That's real sad. But anyway, I love Nikki because I listen to this one song by her every day. It's very uplifting. But anyway, let's just talk about breaking up. Sometimes you gotta break up with stuff. Hi, Keela. Hi, baby. Keela, it's not about you anymore. I'm sorry. But sometimes you have to break up with stuff. It's no good for you. It's no good. And it can seem like it's helping you out. Like, okay, I have a great job. And my parents always say like, oh, keep your job. It's a great job. Got benefits. It pays well. You able to work from home and stuff like that. But I have talents that God gave me to do something in this world. And that's what I don't want to die and pass by, that I have not used those. And I just feel like sometimes you got to break up with the things that make you comfortable to get to where you really were, where you really were meant to be in life. Because if you don't, then you will continue, thank you, to live, live with regret and then die with regret. And then when you get to those gates or wherever you're going, and your higher up asks you, like, what did you do with what I gave you? And you be like, oh, I was working that job that I hated, and it was comfortable though, and I didn't feel like I could trust you, so I didn't step out on that ledge and do what I needed to do for myself and take that risk because I was comfortable and I didn't trust you enough to say, hey, I know you got my back. You've always had my back, even when I had that job and I still was in bad situations, and I was still in this relationship and I was in bad situations, and I was going to be better off by just, being me and you, or just trusting in you and making, and knowing that you had my back more than anything. You have to step out on the ledge and jump sometimes. I ain't talking about committing suicide, okay? And it might feel like that. I'm not talking about losing your life. I'm talking about gaining your life. That's what I'm talking about. And I'm talking about, today is Monday. It's Miana Monday. And next Monday is my birthday. And if that ain't, and I looked at my birth certificate. Guess what day I was born on? Monday. It's all planned for you. Sometimes you gotta just jump off that ledge or take a foot off of there, because that ledge is you being comfortable. That ledge is you saying, okay, well, I'm making good money. I like what I do. And sometimes it's not having your own business, because I don't believe that everybody is meant to just be an entrepreneur, but I do believe that you might want to do something that you really care about, something that makes you happy to wake up and go to, something that doesn't feel like a job, even if it is a job, because not everybody was meant to start their own business, and not everybody was meant to work in corporate, not everybody was meant to work in retail. It's just what you were meant for. You have to believe that you were here for something. You were not here for that specific purpose for yourself. You was here for that purpose for somebody else. So, excuse me, I know I have so much gas. If you wake up in the morning and you're not happy to be doing what you're doing, like you don't wake up like, oh my God, like you miss sleep because you love it so much, because it's more important than sleep. You forget to eat because it's more important than eating. You can't stop talking about it. It's like being in a relationship. That's why I said we broke up. Because I had to break up with these things. And I haven't fully broke up with them. It's still lingering right now. But I'm about to. Because I can't see myself continuing to be comfortable but not happy. You still be alone. You know what I mean? You still feel like you're alone. It's like a relationship you in. You with that person, y'all got y'all status, and y'all together, but you never feel like you really have them. They never feel like your partner. They never feel like you really satisfied. It's those people who be in those relationships and they be okay because they have a title with someone, instead of being happy with that person. That's the same situation you be in when you be with your job. And I promise, I've seen it myself, and I've done it myself. I've taken that risk. So being afraid to do it again is just fear. And I put up a status the other day about how there are two houses. There's fear on the outside of one house, and there's love in the inside. And then the other house, there's fear in the inside of the house, and love is on the outside. And the reason why I put that up is because I realized you cannot live in a house of love if you have fear. And you cannot live in a house of fear with love. One gonna be on the outside. So you definitely have to make a decision. What are you going to do? So if you're in that relationship, whether it's your job, whether it's your mate, whatever, and you're in a house of love, fear does not have a place there. But if you're in that relationship with your job, and you're in a house of fear, love does not have a place, because you fearing I'm gonna get fired, or he gonna break up with me, or she gonna break up with me. Then there's no love there, because love conquers all, and that's true. Love conquers all. And if you have fear, then there's no love. So you're in a friendship with somebody and you can't trust that person to tell them something that's embarrassing about you, something that might disappoint others. Then that's not a real friendship, because you don't feel like that person loves you fully. So even with the job situation, it's like, okay, if you're operating in a place of fear where you wake up and you like, I hate this job, I don't want to go here, this is not for me, I know I should be doing something else. That's how I wake up every day. Every day. I don't care that I can do this job. I wake up every day like, I should not be here. It's paying my bills, okay? And then I think about, what else is it doing for me? Is it making me happy? No. Does it make me feel like I'm helping somebody? At times I do help people, but it's not my main thing. It's more about making this company money, which is what they're for. Companies are here to make money and stuff like that. And hopefully in the long run they are able to help people in the process. So my company is a great company, and they do help a lot of people with a lot of things, but my job does not feel like what I'm doing, I'm helping people like I should. I feel like I help more people on this Miana Monday than I do at my job, and this be like a 15-minute video most times. So I wake up every day with the notion that I have to do something more, and I'm not at peace. And so I'm telling you, today we're breaking up, because you are not healthy for me, and you're not healthy for my spirit, and you're not healthy for my God, because God didn't put me on this earth to feel like I was alone when there are so many people, when he's always with me. And when you carry him with you, then you will never feel like you're alone. But when you're not doing what he needs you to do, you feel like that sometimes, because he's not with you. He is what he asked you to do. And I these things come to me like, he really is what he asked you to do. So when you're not doing him, you just by yourself. Even though he's with you, you don't feel him because you're not doing him. I hope that make a lot of sense, because that's my point today. That's why you have to break up with these things that are not of him. Because when you're not doing him, then you won't feel him. So you're going to feel like you're alone. So you have to break up with these things that are not healthy for you, these things that are not causing you to do him, and these things that he didn't have you here to do. And that's my point today for me on a Monday. And that's why I say you got to break up. I didn't break up with my boyfriend. He's a pretty good guy. Don't know if I'm find one like him again. No, that's not true. I mean, he's a nice guy and all. But my sister did tell me when I was about 13 that boyfriend wasn't my first, and he might not be my last. But he's a great guy, though. But so breaking up with things and people and situations, the reason why you feel like you're not happy is because what you were put here to do that is of God, you are not doing. So, right? So make sure that you are doing things of God, because that's what he put you here for, to do things of him. So when you don't feel like you are happy or you are doing things that you should be doing, it's because you're not taking him with you. It's because you're not doing things of him. And he, as I said before, is what you should be doing. And what is God? People could say what they want about God. Christians, Muslims, atheists, people who worship Buddha, all of that. But God is love, and that's the only thing that I believe. That's why I can have friends in different religions, and it doesn't matter to me what they believe, because I'm not trying to force what I believe on the next person. But I know that if they believe in a higher being, or they care about, others, that they know that God is love, regardless of how you worship him. That's all I believe in. God is love. And when you have love, if that's not what you're doing, then you're not doing the person that you believe in, or the entity that you believe in, or who you believe in. You're not doing that work that he had you to do. So I don't wake up every day feeling like, oh, I'm doing love. I feel like I wake up every day and I'm doing a job. And sometimes, probably 90% of the time, there's no love in that. In fact, it's a lot of hate. People hang up on me and I had to call them back and let them know I'm from Flint and we're going to have this conversation. You cannot be rude. You know, it'd be like that sometimes. It just does. But I hope y'all have a great Monday. I hope y'all have a great week. Break up with those things that are not giving you love, that are not causing you love, that are not making you give love to others or show love to yourself. That's the only relationship I could talk about. It's the one that you have with yourself. I would never talk about a relationship with a man or a woman, tell you what to do about them. But I'm telling you about the relationship you have with yourself. You have to break up with those things that are not giving, causing, making you breed, project, feel love. So, y'all have a good day. And have a good week. It's MejuanaMonday. Make sure you share the video and follow my page, MejuanaMondays. I will be there with the inspiration every week. And I did not wake up like this, Beyonce, okay? But I am going to go forth with my day like this, because every moment that you have is a moment that you can show somebody love, including yourself. That's where you start. Start with yourself. So y'all have a great day. All right.